Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is the case of the Johnsons.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Mrs. or Miss Johnson?
Soon to be Miss.
Sir, I was talking to her. Soon to be Miss.
Yes.
Mrs. Johnson.
Yes.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, I did. The child is now 18. I would like to be relieved of the child support payments.
Continue.
Because I've fulfilled my obligations in the amicable split that we had. So since the child is 18, I would like to be relieved of child support payments.
Okay. So, sir, how do you feel about that?
Ma'am, I don't know what kind of...
At the start of the hearing, the mother, Ms. Johnson, petitions the court to end her child support responsibilities, claiming her obligation should conclude as the child is now 18. She presents the situation as straightforward, failing to mention any extenuating circumstances. However, tension begins to surface when the father challenges this request, hinting at deeper, unaddressed issues regarding the child's condition and care requirements.
Afrocentricity she's trying to run up in here. But it costs money to raise a child. I understand he's 18, but he's handicapped. He's special.
Okay, so now we're getting to the meat of it, because that's not what she just presented to me.
Well,
She
she's
just
acting
presented
special
it.
right now because she don't want to
Well,
pay this
sir, let's
money.
not do name calling. That's not nice.
I didn't call her no names, ma'am. I'm just saying she's acting special. All I know is this. It costs money to take care of this child. I don't have it.
When you say he's special, what type of disability does
He has
he
a
have?
mental disability, ma'am.
Okay. What type of medical bills does he have?
Currently, my bills are running about $1,800 a month. I have a garage. Obviously, by my dress and appearance today, I'm a simple man. But I make a clean living and do what I have to do. But I can only fix so many cars a day and have to put on helmets and change stuff. I don't have the time.
Okay, what type of medical expenses does the child have on a monthly basis?
He has rehabilitation.
Okay.
He also has some vocational training skills to help him. We're trying to get him out there on his own a little bit.
Okay.
And he also has a speech therapist that comes in once a week also to help him out.
Okay.
The father discloses that their son is not just 18, but has special needs requiring constant care. He outlines the financial demands associated with raising a child with disabilities, monthly medical bills, vocational training, and speech therapy. This revelation shifts the courtroom dynamic, exposing how the mother minimized critical details, possibly to mislead the judge. The judge quickly realizes the case isn't as simple as age-based termination of support.
And other than that, is he, does he have any other disabilities or anything?
Not really, other than, her not being around ever.
Okay.
That's the only disability that's really got it messed up.
How much is rehab a month?
Rehab a month is $400, ma'am.
400. Okay. Does he go to a special type of school?
No, actually, the state sends someone to him at the residence because it's actually become more of a hindrance to get him somewhere than it is to actually take care of him at the home.
Okay. And you want to be removed from child support, and you hear about all of the care that it takes to take care of your adult child who's disabled, well, has special needs?
Your Honor,
Make this good.
I'm going to make this good. Due to the fact that I have been around, I do contribute, I am there. My job takes me all over the world. Not only do I'm an educator, but I also have another son as well too, who is 16. I'm in both of their lives. So they're...
As the father continues, it becomes evident that he has been the child's primary caregiver. He explains that due to his son's disabilities, home-based care is more practical than school enrollment. The judge expresses concern that the mother omitted these details. It becomes clear she sought to avoid financial responsibilities without acknowledging the ongoing and intensive needs of their son.
Therefore, I need a little reprieve because there are certain things that I need to do with cash. Certain investments I want to
Ma'am,
make.
when I speak, you stop talking, okay?
Sure.
You're doing a whole lot of talking and you're not saying anything, okay? Your child has needs that this man pays for. Rehab alone is $400 a month. Is this an expense that a doctor has told you that's going to be ongoing in the future?
Me, ma'am?
Yes, you, sir.
Oh, sure. Yes, ma'am. It's still going to go on. I mean, as far as, she's just worried about her needs.
What about
I'm saying? People in hell need ice water.
What about the caretaker coming out to the home? Is that going to be something that's ongoing as well?
No, ma'am. That's going to end here actually in about 2 years here. It's gonna
2
end.
years?
Yes,
2
ma'am.
years?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
you are asking me to stop paying child support today? You know what? Ma'am, according to the paperwork that you provided, your child support is based on your annual income of $30,000 a year, right?
That is correct.
How much are you making now?
Probably a little more over 10,000
Okay.
over that.
You know what? Let me ask him, because I don't think some of the information you're giving me is very truthful. Sir, how much money?
Tensions escalate when the judge confronts the mother about her misleading statements and her current income. While she initially underreported her earnings, it's revealed that her salary has increased from $30,000 to $42,000 annually. Despite this increase, she attempted to terminate support, which the judge finds both dishonest and irresponsible given the child's ongoing special needs.
Money does she make a year that you know of?
When we first did the situation, she was making $30,000 a year. Now,
Okay.
by the way we dress today, obviously one of us didn't come up. So I think somebody might need to talk to somebody or count some beans or something, because I know somebody making a little money. It ain't me. I had this garage by myself for 35 years.
But the child lives with you, correct?
Right. And I
Ma'am?
had to keep my other garage.
Ma'am, how much money do you make a year, truthfully?
Truthfully, about 42,000.
You make
But
40.
see, he negates the.
No,
Okay.
no, ma'am. You made more money, and you tried to. First of all, I feel offended that you came into my courtroom and tried to downplay what the situation was, what it was in the first place. You made it appear as though this child turned 18 and your child support should naturally terminate. That's not what's going on. Your child has special needs that this man has been paying for, and you have gotten a $12,000 raise, in a sense, of salary.
Period of time.
And excuse me?
See, that's the reason I got
Even
rid
over
her
a
in the
period of
first place.
time. Today, you make more money. You make more money, and you just heard this man testify that a medical doctor told him that it's going to stop, the care coming to his home is going to end in 2 years.
2 years.
2 years, right? That
Then
is a long time.
Allow me a 2-year reprieve so I can do some things that I need to do.
Ma'am,
I don't have
listen,
a problem
listen.
continuing
The
on
only
taking care of my
reprieve-
child.
The only reprieve you're going to receive here today is to start your child support obligation on a monthly basis to this man, okay? That's what we're going to do.
Is it continued?
Ma'am.
Because I've been doing.
Oh, yeah, it's going to go up.
Excuse
It's
me,
definitely
ma'am.
going to go up. Yes, sir.
Apparently, denial isn't just in Africa. It's here today.
Look, listen, sir.
The judge reprimands the mother for misrepresenting the situation. She rules that not only will child support continue, but it will also increase due to the child's medical and developmental needs. The mother is visibly frustrated, but the judge is firm, emphasizing that the well-being of a special needs child cannot be compromised by one parent's attempt to evade responsibility.
Listen. Your little innuendos, those are cute, but let's leave them somewhere else. They're not
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
take place in here, okay? They're not going to take place in here. And ma'am, your outburst, please. I'm not impressed.
I'm not impressed either.
No, you shouldn't be. You should not be impressed. You came into this courtroom and tried to misrepresent, and you just simply don't want to take care of your child.
That's reasonable.
That is
Together
ridiculous.
now.
Ma'am, so you said you make $42,000 a year. According to my calculation, that's about $3,500 for gross a month. That puts your net resources at $2,948.13. Who carries the health insurance on the child?
That would be me, ma'am.
Both.
Well, the adult child, excuse me. You carry health insurance, and what were you getting ready to say, ma'am?
Both of us.
So the child is equally covered. Okay, great.
Yes, that is correct.
And I heard you say that you had a 16-year-old.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to base your child support. You get credit for the child that you already have. So your child support is going to be set at $471.08 per month.
Say that again.
$471.70 per month. Understood?
That's clear.
Okay. Is there anything further?
Well, I was hoping, ma'am, if I could get a little boost in that, because the youngest son, he currently is being tested as well for some problems that he may be having.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
this is not the platform for you to be asking for an increase, and you just heard what this woman makes, and you heard me do the calculation based on what it is that she makes.
Well, I just asking, ma'am.
No, sir. That's not how these things are done.
I mean,
You
she
cannot
couldn't-
you cannot get an increase from what she's making. What she makes is what she makes. Child support is based on a calculation. It's that simple. Now, if you want to do something later and file something in court once it's been diagnosed, what your other child may have, then you can do that. But until then, is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. You all may be dismissed.
You want a clown.
It's the reason we ain't together now.
In the final portion, the judge calculates the new support amount, $470 per month, factoring in the mother's current income and her support obligation for another child. The father briefly requests additional help due to concerns about their younger child possibly having similar issues, but the judge reminds him that any new claims must go through proper legal channels once diagnosed. The episode concludes with legal insight from Judge Vonda Bailey, explaining that in Texas law, child support can legally continue beyond age 18 if the child has disabilities that require ongoing care.